Welcome in and welcome back, YouTube. My name is Sir Fades-A-Lot, and we are finally in the regular season. It is week 1 against the San Diego Chargers, and right now I'm over here figuring out what my goal is going to be for the season. I'm going to do 7 wins because if I do the playoffs and I don't make the playoffs, I don't want to get fired. But right now, my defensive coordinator is asking me, what are we going to do about Philip Rivers? And I don't know if you see these stats and these abilities, but I'm going to tell him to just play it our way, because if we start worrying about Philip Rivers too much, Melvin Gordon's just going to go in. We already know that Philip Rivers is going to get his yards in this game, so it's really just about containing them and scoring more points than them, I feel like, in this game. The most feared person on this entire roster, though, is this man, Joey Bosa. As you saw with his 97 finesse move, he could pretty much get past any lineman that you have on the field. So I'm going to double team him the entire game, but I'm not going to tell him that we're going to lock him down because I want that XP, because I believe that we can slow him down for less than 2 sacks if we're double teaming him the whole game. But that's not where the talent ends with this team. The Chargers have Keenan Allen, who's arguably the best route runner in the entire league. They have Melvin Gordon, who's a touchdown machine, although I think he's a bit overrated on this game. And then Derwin James, the nightmare on this Madden because of that enforcer trait, and he comes out of nowhere. The Chargers literally play him at every position, it feels like. He's probably played defensive tackle before, and I don't even see it. So after a good week of practice, Tyquan Lewis gets himself a much-needed upgrade, and Devin Funchess, after missing the entire preseason, is finally back in the starting lineup. And here we are, folks. It is finally week 1 of the regular season as the Indianapolis Colts are facing the LA Chargers in LA. As we talked about earlier, the LA Chargers probably have one of the best rosters in the game, but the Indianapolis Colts, they don't have a bad roster either. So the main 2 goals of this game are going to be to keep the ball away from Philip Rivers as much as possible and to keep Joey Bosa out of the backfield and off of Jacoby Brissett. And a lot of this is going to depend on this man right here, Marlon Mack, who's going to be a huge piece in this offense this year. And I really want to try to work this entire offense this season through him, try to give him about 20-25 touches a game. And here's kickoff, Travis Benjamin taking it down and gets hit before he can even get to the 25-yard line. That was great kick coverage by the Indianapolis Colts. 1st and 10, ball at the 23-yard line. Philip Rivers fakes the play action and is looking for a shot play, it seems like, and that is great coverage down the field by Pierre Desir, who's looking to have another great season. 3rd and 10, ball at the 23-yard line. Philip Rivers has a very clean pocket but can't find anybody open, dumps it down to Melvin Gordon, and that is going to make it 4th and 8. Ball is snapped. Chargers punt it away. And that is a monster punt by the LA Chargers as Paris Campbell catches it around the 8-yard line, makes a man miss, and gets all the way down to the 27-yard line. And here comes Jacoby Brissett, who is making his first start since 2017. 2nd and 11, ball at the 26-yard line. Colts hand it off up the middle to Nyheim Hines, who makes a man miss and gets all the way down to the 40-yard line on a 13-yard run. 2nd and 8, ball at the 41-yard line. Ball is snapped. The Colts hand it off to Nyheim Hines, who gets a 3-yard run, and that is going to make it 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, Colts are in shotgun. The ball is snapped. Jacoby with a clean pocket finds a man underneath, and that's Devin Funchess for the easy 1st down. Getting Jacoby into a rhythm against this defense is going to be much needed. 2nd and 11, ball at the 49-yard line. Jacoby gets the snap. Looking around and has Joey Bosa right in his face as he throws it away. 3rd and 11, ball at the 49-yard line. Jacoby looking for T.Y. over the middle, who was open, but it was a bad throw by Jacoby Brissett. 2nd and 6, Chargers hand it off to Melvin, who finds open space, but that is a great open field tackle by Clayton Gathers, who probably saves a big 30-yard run. 3rd and 5, ball at the 15-yard line. Philip Rivers throws it downfield and completes the pass to an open Travis Benjamin, and that is going to be a 3rd down conversion. Ball at the 36-yard line. Rivers on 1st down. Throws it to Hunter Henry, but it hits off of Anthony Walker's helmet, but he could not locate the ball after making a great play. 2nd and 10, ball at the 36. Rivers throws it out left into the flats to Keenan Allen, who is immediately swarmed on, and that is going to be 3rd and 6. Ball is snapped. Rivers looking to convert another 3rd down, throws it to Williams, and after 2 poor tackle attempts, Williams gets all the way down to the 42-yard line, and that is another 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10. They give it to Melvin Gordon going right up the middle, who breaks a tackle but is immediately tackled by Danico Autry. Chargers in another third down position, looking to convert again as they hand it off to Melvin Gordon, who is patient and finds a lane up the middle of the field, and that is a touchdown for the machine himself, Melvin Gordon. And despite what was said earlier, the LA Chargers have been blocking really well, as you saw great blocks on that play to spring Melvin Gordon open for a long touchdown run. 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Colts hand it off to Marlon Mack, who gets ahead for a good 4 to 5 yard gain. 3rd and 4, ball at the 31-yard line. Jacoby with a clean pocket looking to convert as Paris Campbell catches the ball, makes a man miss, and gets a couple extra yards. That'll put the ball to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, Colts are in shotgun. As they hand the ball off to Nyheim Hines, tries to make a man miss, and it's the wrong man to make miss. Derwin James, the man we talked about earlier, puts his fingerprints on this game and forces a fumble that gives the Chargers the ball back in great position. 1st and 10, Rivers in shotgun. Throws out left to Williams, who makes another 1st down and gets the ball down to the 29-yard line. 2nd and 7, ball at the 26-yard line. Chargers hand it off to Melvin Gordon, who gets stuffed by Payne and is cleaned up by Sheard. 3rd and 8, ball at the 27-yard line. Rivers fakes the handoff, has an incredibly clean pocket all the time in the world, just waiting for a receiver to make a play, and it's actually Quincy Wilson, the cornerback, who makes a play, intercepts the ball, and gets it all the way down to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 9, Colts looking to capitalize off that turnover as Paris Campbell gets the edge, gets all the way down to the 31-yard line. Derwin James hits him, but luckily he doesn't fumble, and Quentin Nelson is down on the play with an injury, but he's only kneeling, so it can't be that bad. 3rd and 3, ball at the 31-yard line. Colts look to be going empty set. Throw the ball to Eric Ebron, who uses his sure hands to convert another 3rd down for the Indianapolis Colts. 1st and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. Colts are in shotgun. Ball is snapped. Jacoby looks underneath to Paris Campbell on the drag route, who uses his speed again to get to the edge and gets all the way to the 44-yard line, and that is a 1st down. So we finally got the injury report on Quentin Nelson, but luckily it's not bad and he will return soon, but we're going to play Evan Boehm in his place just to not risk any further injury. Brissett connects with T.Y. over the middle of the field to get a solid 8-yard gain off of the RPO. 2nd and 3, ball at the 37-yard line. Colts hand it off to Marlon Mack, who follows his blockers up the field for a solid 5-yard gain to give him another 1st down. 1st and 10, ball at the 32-yard line. Brissett fakes the handoff, looking to throw downfield to T.Y., but unfortunately cannot connect again on that deep end route. 2nd and 10, ball at the 32-yard line. Brissett sees the blitz and dumps it out to Marlon Mack, who makes a man miss and gets a nice gain down to the 19-yard line, and that is another 1st down for the Colts. 2nd and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. Colts are in an empty set. Ball is snapped. Jacoby looking out right, throws a dart to Paris Campbell, who uses the toe tap to get the Colts another 1st down. 1st and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. Colts hand it off to Marlon Mack, who goes right up the middle, and Derwin James hits him hard, but he hits him into the end zone, and that is an Indianapolis Colts touchdown, and the first rushing touchdown on the season for Marlon Mack. Colts getting the exact drive that they wanted, a long sustained drive that ends with a touchdown. 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Phillip Rivers looking to bounce back off of that pick he threw down near the end zone. Throws the ball down the field, but it's actually snagged by Keenan Allen, who thinks the ball is going to him, and that's only going to be a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7, ball at the 28-yard line. Rivers drops back, has another clean pocket, finds a hole in the zone to Travis Benjamin, and that's another 1st down. These zones aren't going to work if we can't get to Phillip Rivers. 1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. Rivers fakes the handoff, throws it down the middle of the field, and it's picked off by Anthony Walker Jr., who had great coverage on Williams on that play. 1st and 10 for the Indianapolis Colts at the 41-yard line. Jacoby hands the ball off to Marlon Mack, who is stuffed at the line of scrimmage and doesn't get anything. 2nd and 10. Colts fake the handoff to Hines. Paris Campbell is open down the middle of the field. Jacoby starts scrambling, throws it off of his back foot, and luckily that ball was not intercepted. What a bad decision to make by Jacoby Brissett. 3rd and 10, ball at the 41-yard line. Jacoby drops back in shotgun, finds a wide open Eric Ebron, who gets hit by Derwin James, but holds on to the ball, and that is a 1st down at the 41-yard line. First and 10. Colts hand it off to Marlon Mack, who gets a big hole up the middle and is hit again by Derwin James, but luckily does not fumble. Second and 1, ball at the 32-yard line. Deja vu on this play as Marlon Mack catches it out in the flats, tries to make a man miss, can't shake the tackler, but it's a great gain down to the 21-yard line. First and 10. Colts in shotgun. Ebron in motion. Colts hand the ball off to Hines, who gets a big run up the middle and is hit by Derwin James down at the 7-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check 26, check 26.
First and goal, ball at the 7-yard line. Jacoby looking to find a man open, doesn't, but looks to make a play on his own feet, and that is a touchdown. Jacoby Brissett, who walks into the end zone. Nobody was paying attention to him, and he took advantage of it. First and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. The Chargers looking to not fall into a hole after 2 turnovers. Phillip Rivers fakes the handoff, throws it out to Hunter Henry on the sideline, who gets up to the 38-yard line. First and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. Chargers in shotgun. Look for a man over the right side of the field and then is swatted away by Kenny Moore. Second and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. Chargers in shotgun again, throw it over to Travis Benjamin, who catches the ball in the slant and gets the ball to the 46-yard line. Third and 3, Chargers look underneath to Melvin Gordon, who gets a big gain down to the 34-yard line, and that is a first down for the Chargers. First and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. Chargers in shotgun. Rivers drops back, throws a slant over to Williams, who fumbles the ball, but a lineman picks it up and saves the day. That could have been disastrous for the Chargers, as that would have been 3 turnovers in a row. Third and 2, ball at the 27-yard line. Chargers in shotgun. Rivers drops back, throws the ball underneath to Williams, who gets hit but breaks the tackle and gets down to the 20-yard line. First and 10, ball at the 20. Rivers throws the ball into a tight window, but it's dropped by Keenan Allen. Could have been a walk-in touchdown had he caught that ball. Third and 8, ball at the 18-yard line. Rivers looking to throw towards the end zone, and it's picked off by Pierre Desir before the half. The Colts defense looking as if they have Phillip Rivers' number in this game, with 3 takeaways in the first half. So the first half was not the way that we expected it to go, but we will definitely take advantage of any opportunities given to us as we go in 14-7. And here comes the beginning of the second half as Paris Campbell looks to return what looks like a short kick, finds a lane on the right side of the field, gets out in the open space, uses his speed, but gets tackled down at the 23-yard line. Luckily for the Chargers, he was there to save what would have been an easy touchdown. First and 10, Colts looking to capitalize off of that big return, fake the handoff and throw it to Paris Campbell, who just had the long kick return, but falls ahead to the 11-yard line for a first down. Second and 9, ball at the 10-yard line. Colts hand it off to Marlon Mack, who tries to get away from defenders but can't get anywhere. Third and 10, ball at the 10-yard line. Jacoby in an empty set. Throws it to the end zone, and it's caught by Eric Ebron, and just like that, it is a 2-possession game. Eric Ebron with his 25th receiving touchdown of his career, looking to extend it hopefully as a Colt, but makes a great grab over the middle of the field. What a perfect pass. First and 10, Chargers looking to stop the bleeding in shotgun with the perfect pocket as Travis Benjamin finds another hole in the zone over the middle of the field. That is a first down to the 48-yard line. And with all the weapons that the Chargers have, a 14-point deficit with 2 quarters left is nothing for them as they hand the ball off to Melvin Gordon, who is stuffed by Tyquan Lewis. Tyquan Lewis is carrying over that great week of practice into this game today. Third and 8, Rivers fakes the handoff, has a clean pocket in front of him, throws up what looks to be a 50-50 ball, and it's almost picked off by Malik Hooker. Phillip Rivers does not look to have his rhythm today. First and 10, ball at the 27-yard line. Jacoby Brissett dumps it down to Eric Ebron, who makes a man miss and gets to the edge, is running downfield. Nobody's going to catch him. That's going to be a 73-yard touchdown for Eric Ebron on his 2nd touchdown of the day. You can say what you want about this man's run blocking. You can say that he is not a complete tight end, but what he brings to the table is he makes plays, and he has made plenty of plays today against these LA Chargers and is a big reason why we are up right now. First and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Chargers just looking for anything at this point. Rivers fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle of the field, and it is picked off again by Anthony Walker Jr. Phillip Rivers at this point is just absolutely flustered. 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. Colts hand it off to Marlon Mack, who bounces it outside for a solid 6-yard gain. 3rd and inches, ball at the 30-yard line. Indy fakes the touch pass to Paris Campbell and gives the ball to Hines up the middle of the field, who finds his way to get 5 yards. 1st down. 2nd and 11, ball at the 26-yard line. Colts hand the ball off to Marlon Mack, and he follows behind Big Q to get himself a nice 8-yard gain on the play. 3rd and 3, ball at the 18-yard line. Jacoby throws the ball out right to Eric Ebron, who extends out and makes a great catch to get all the way down to the 6-yard line. Eric Ebron starting this season out on a positive note with over 100 yards in 3 quarters and 2 touchdowns. 2nd and goal, ball at the 4-yard line as Marlon Mack walks right into the end zone, and this just can't get any worse for the LA Chargers at this point. Marlon Mack with the 2nd touchdown of his day, and credit the great block by Mo Alley Cox to get him an easy walk-in touchdown. 1st and 10, ball at the 25. Rivers drops back, throws it underneath to Williams, who's hit hard but gets the 1st down. 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. Chargers hand the ball off to Melvin Gordon, who finds open field but is tackled by Clayton Gathers, and another great open field tackle in this game on Melvin Gordon by Clayton Gathers. 1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Phillip Rivers, looking for anything, finds Travis Benjamin on the 50-50 grab, who makes an incredible acrobatic catch. And despite the score, Benjamin is having himself one heck of a day as well. 3rd and 10, Rivers drops back, looks over the middle of the field and finds Hunter Henry, who gets down to the 16-yard line for a 1st down. 1st and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. Rivers throws it underneath to Keenan Allen, who catches the ball at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, ball at the 5-yard line for the Chargers. Rivers has all the time in the world, throws it in the back of the end zone to Keenan Allen and holds on to it through the big hit. And the Chargers finally put points up on the board, but at this point it just seems too late for them. Jacoby drops back on 2nd and 8, throws it to T.Y. Hilton, who looks to get very close to the 1st down line but doesn't look to get it. 3rd and inches, ball at the 35-yard line. The Colts hand the ball off to Marlon Mack, who breaks a tackle and falls ahead to get the 1st down. What an effort by Marlon Mack. 2nd and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. Chargers have an unblocked man coming downhill, and he sacks Jacoby Brissett. That is Thomas Davis Sr. with the sack. 3rd and 17, ball at the 28-yard line. Jacoby throws it down the middle of the field and connects with T.Y. Hilton, who gives himself up after obtaining the 1st down. 1st and 10, ball at the 47-yard line. Colts look to hand the ball off to Marlon Mack, who is stripped by the defensive tackle, and immediately the Chargers get the ball back and look to let everybody know this game is not over yet. 2nd and 5, ball at the 44-yard line. Phillip Rivers drops back, throws the ball over the middle of the field to Travis Benjamin, who gets ahead to the 22-yard line for a 1st down. Travis Benjamin has been making plays this entire game, and if they're looking to create any sort of comeback, they need to give him the ball more. 1st and 10, ball at the 22-yard line. Rivers can't find anybody downfield and is sacked by a familiar face. That is Justin Houston with his 1st sack of the season. 2nd and 14, ball at the 27-yard line. Rivers looking to find anybody downfield, having great coverage downfield again, is starting to move in the pocket and is sacked again by that same familiar face. That is Justin Houston with back-to-back sacks and his 2nd sack on the season. 4th and 21, ball at the 34-yard line. The Chargers just looking to throw a prayer up at this point. They throw it down the middle of the field, and it's picked off by Clayton Gathers. Everybody is getting a piece of Phillip Rivers today as he throws his 5th interception, and the Colts, I would guess, are just going to look to burn this clock out and try to take this one into the locker room without any injuries. The defense has definitely stepped up today. 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. The Colts hand it off to Marlon Mack, who gets hit by Derwin James, but not before he gets a 4-yard gain. 3rd and 6, ball at the 33-yard line. Jacoby drops back, throws the ball out to T.Y. Hilton, and it goes over his head, and unfortunately, the Colts are going to give the ball right back to the LA Chargers. 1st and 10, ball at the 20. Phillip Rivers moves in the pocket, throws the ball down to Melvin Gordon. Bad angle taken by Clayton Gathers, and he's tackled at the 36-yard line. At this point, the people who only seem to be happy about that catch are the people who have Melvin Gordon in fantasy. 4th and 1, ball at the 45-yard line. They fake the fullback dive and throw the pitch out, and it's stuffed by Malik Hooker on 4th down, and the ball is going right back to the Indianapolis Colts. 1st and 10, ball at the 41-yard line. The Colts hand the ball off to Marlon Mack, who breaks Joey Bosa's tackle but is immediately stuffed 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 13, ball at the 44-yard line. The Colts hand the ball off to Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack, fighting for extra yards, gets to the 40-yard line. And as the clock hits zeros, the Indianapolis Colts come out with the win against the LA Chargers in Week 1. And with Phillip Rivers playing one of his worst games that I have ever seen, the Colts did a very good job at capitalizing on his mistakes and turning them into points on the other side of the field. So let's have a look at the stats in this game. Jacoby Brissett, 17 of 23 with 241 yards and 2 touchdowns. Eric Ebron, 5 catches for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. We couldn't get the ball to T.Y. as much as we wanted to, but hey, we didn't have to. And look at Quentin Nelson with 6 pancake blocks in 1 game. They do not call this man Big Q for nothing. Kenny Moore leading the team with tackles at 9. Him and Anthony Walker actually tied with him. Anthony Walker with 2 interceptions, Pierre Desir with 1, Clayton Gathers with 1, and we can't forget the guy Quincy Wilson who started this chain of interceptions. As you see, T.Y., the already elite receiver, gets an upgrade, gets a +3 in catching traffic. That's going to help him a lot over the middle of the field. And we also got Reese Fountain with an upgrade, and even though he's near the bottom of the depth chart, it's just nice to know that you have receivers that you can trust just in case the other guys like T.Y. or Devin Funches were to go down. Well guys, that's it for this week. We came out 1-0. Tune in next time whenever we go to Nashville to play the in-division rival Tennessee Titans. Peace.